When Boeing debuted the 787, it stood as a bold emblem of innovation, pushing the boundaries of what aerospace could achieve. Dubbed the Dreamliner, it captured the imagination of engineers, travelers, and airlines alike, earning its name. But soon, a series of technical mishaps rattled the industry and chipped away at public trust, turning this dream into a nightmare. Why did the Dreamliner falter so badly? Could it mark the end of an era? Let's dive in. Billed as a game-changer in aviation, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner promised a transformative experience with features crafted for comfort and well-being. Its cutting-edge cabin pressurization keeps the altitude at about 6,000 feet, far lower than standard, easing fatigue and headaches on long flights. Higher cabin humidity reduces dry skin and eye irritations typical of extended journeys. The Dreamliner's windows, 30% larger than those on older planes, use electronic dimming for customizable light without clunky shades. Plus, its sleek aerodynamic design and quieter engines create a calmer cabin, fostering a serene travel experience. These advancements not only elevate passenger comfort, but also redefine expectations for modern air travel. Here's the kicker. It was the first commercial jet to rely heavily on carbon fiber composites rather than aluminum. Lighter, stronger, and more fuel-efficient, its forward-thinking design was set to reshape aviation's future. Yet the Dreamliner has become a persistent headache. On March 20th, 2025, the FAA issued a stern airworthiness directive, mandating inspections of the 787's forward pressure bulkhead, a vital component for maintaining cabin pressure at high altitudes. The issue? Boeing's assembly errors like improper gaps, misinstalled fasteners, and spec deviations. Though not immediately dangerous, the FAA cautioned that these flaws could lead to fatigue cracks, corrosion, or even catastrophic failure over time. This is just the latest in a string of woes dogging the Dreamliner. Since 2020, Boeing has paused deliveries multiple times due to manufacturing defects, especially in fuselage joins. The company even resorted to shadow factories, covert repair sites, to rework over 120 grounded Dreamliners. Back in 2013, lithium-ion battery fires led to a global grounding of the 787 fleet. Once Boeing's pride and joy, the Dreamliner now reflects a quality control system in chaos, and the hits keep coming. A new issue surfaced with the communication systems. In a low-key FAA filing earlier this year, a proposed rule highlighted a critical radio software glitch that could trigger a disastrous accident. Specifically, the 787's VHF radios were found switching between active and standby modes without pilot input. The FAA noted this could sever communication between crews and air traffic control. Public comments on the FAA's site revealed dwindling faith in Boeing. With Boeing's track record of putting profits over safety, I wouldn't board their planes for any price, one anonymous user wrote. Qatar Airways, a key Boeing client, reported ongoing communication issues despite applying the FAA's suggested software fix. The recent pressure bulkhead flaws have sparked serious doubts about Boeing's quality control rigor. While Boeing claims the aircraft remains safe, with over 165,000 flight cycles without structural issues, the FAA has ordered inspections for all US-registered 787 models from 78 to 7810. These checks are projected to cost $850 per plane, totaling $115,000 for the fleet, not counting service disruptions. Boeing insists it supports the FAA and will address every issue, no matter how small. Yet, the pattern of problems raises questions. Is there a deeper flaw in this aerospace titan's manufacturing culture? Since the 1990s, when Boeing shifted to Wall Street-led leadership over engineers, safety, and quality concerns have only mounted. Once a beacon of American industrial prowess, Boeing now faces repeated congressional scrutiny over its production and safety lapses. Hold tight. Thanks for sticking with us. If you found this video engaging, hit that subscribe button and share it with friends. Join us on this ride and stay updated with our latest insights. Boeing's cascade of challenges has undeniably cast a dark cloud, shaking the company to its core. The Dreamliner, once a symbol of innovation, is now tied to technical setbacks. First, the relentless string of failures has eroded public trust in Boeing and raised red flags for airlines and regulators. Confidence, once Boeing's greatest strength, has taken a hit. The FAA and global regulators have tightened oversight, increasing scrutiny and slowing production. Last year marked a turning point when former CEO Dave Calhoun announced his exit by year's end, signaling the start of a much-needed leadership and strategy overhaul. Second, airlines face immediate tangible fallout. Ongoing repairs, inspections, and safety compliance add costs and disrupt schedules. The financial burden is real. With the Dreamliner's growing list of issues, many carriers are eyeing alternatives like the Airbus A350, praised for its reliability and efficiency. In a post-pandemic aviation world where margins are tight and competition fierce, airlines may need to rethink fleet strategies entirely due to the Dreamliner's ongoing troubles. Third, the FAA's latest directive on the pressure bulkhead deals another blow to Boeing's reputation, complicating its recovery from past scandals. Beyond the Dreamliner, Boeing grapples with the 737 MAX crashes of 2018 and 2019, which claimed 346 lives, and a 2024 incident where an Alaska Airlines flight lost a fuselage cover mid-air. These events have left Boeing struggling to rebuild its image. For Boeing, the fix goes beyond patching technical flaws. It's about reviving a culture of quality and trust that once defined the company. Innovation and tech are vital, but they can't replace the integrity and precision every aircraft demands. If Boeing can't restore confidence among airlines, passengers, and regulators, the Dreamliner, once aviation's future, will remain a cautionary tale, a reminder of how misplaced priorities and unchecked errors can lead to costly missteps. It risks being remembered as one of aviation's priciest blunders. In today's aviation world, there's little room for mistakes, especially on safety. With public scrutiny at an all-time high and trust fragile, a single misstep can be devastating. The Dreamliner, once the face of next-gen long-haul travel, now symbolizes how fast trust can vanish when shortcuts and quality lapses surface. The FAA's latest directive on structural flaws near the pressure bulkhead isn't just routine. It's a wake-up call for Boeing to meet aviation's unforgiving standards. Experts argue Boeing's issues run deeper than technical hiccups or oversight gaps. A full-scale overhaul is needed, spanning leadership, supply chains, and quality programs. Band-aid fixes won't cut it to rebuild trust with regulators, customers, or passengers. As Airbus gains traction with its reliable A350, Boeing risks losing ground without swift, bold reforms. Airlines, meanwhile, are growing wary, re-evaluating fleet plans with sharper focus. In a post-pandemic world of tight margins and fierce competition, they can't afford the unpredictability of ongoing technical issues. Some are already leaning toward manufacturers with stronger track records, a shift that could accelerate unless Boeing proves its commitment to safety and quality goes beyond words. The pressure bulkhead issue may seem minor, but it's part of a larger problem. It raises a critical question. Does Boeing still prioritize engineering and safety over profits, or has it lost its way amid market pressures and past errors? The answer will shape not just the Dreamliner's fate, but Boeing's role in aviation for years to come. At stake is not just market share, but the legacy of an American icon. What's your take? As a traveler, got any ideas for Boeing? Drop a comment below. Who knows?